Nah, I like that.
What about clitoris?
You're making it so hard. I'm trying so hard to make it work.
Like,
Come over here, Clit.
It's like, yo, I can't find clit, man.
I'm always
I
losing.
can't find Clit, bro.
So good.
3, 2, 1. What is good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Bar. And a J. This is episode 12, our season finale of season 2. You already know what's up. I'm be your bartender for tonight. We're gonna both be the bartenders. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I'm Lloyd,
I'm Mar.
and we got special guests, the beautiful
Andrew.
and the beautiful.
And we got
Angelo. Angelo.
Ooh, love it.
Love that.
Hell yeah. And on top today, we got this special brew, Bay Brew by Bay Brew Russell.
Babu
Russell.
Babu.
I sound like I had a stroke.
It sounded like mint baked in a butter crispy flake.
Making a butter crispy.
Oh my god.
But yeah. Hell yeah.
Big shout out to Russell. They've been sponsoring us like hella this season. So, yeah, we hope that we get to get sponsored by them still.
Yeah. We
Even
love y'all. We
past
love your
this time.
stuff. You know, this beer is supporting the women in our lives, in the world. So we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah.
And I love. And we got a special drink that our good fellow made for us.
Yes, sir.
You want to explain?
Run it down.
Yes,
real
sir.
quick.
Honestly, when it comes to festive drinks, it's hard to beat this one, and I'll explain why. Apple cider is the base. That's already good, but who doesn't love cinnamon, man? The rim has lemon and then cinnamon and sugar. Inside the drink, it's apple cider vinegar, fireball, splash of Perrier water. On top, garnish a little bit of cinnamon. Right now, it has a cinnamon stick inside. Usually, if you really want to be fancy, you can put a little slice of apple, but this drink goes crazy. This drink goes crazy.
Very festive.
Very festive, yeah.
I love that.
You know what? Let's have a second
Oh,
cheers.
yeah. You mean our first sip?
Yeah, person.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh my god.
That shit's gonna go by fast.
Yeah.
This is gonna be gone in like 2 minutes, bro.
I know, man.
Yeah, we actually have a lot more, so if you guys want to re-up,
I
trust
see
me.
why you have the liquid IV now.
Yeah.
God damn.
God damn,
Yeah.
that shit is really
so
good.
Yeah. Dude,
Holy
honestly,
fuck.
cinnamon just one of the most goated little spices.
I love cinnamon.
Have you guys done the cinnamon challenge before?
Fuck
I
that,
have.
man.
You have?
I have when I was younger, yeah.
Really?
Why?
I don't know, man. I was just like trendy. I was like, oh, all the friends are doing it. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
do it.
How bad did
Yeah.
you cough?
Pretty bad. I try to act hard too.
Yeah.
Just came out straight away.
Was that for something? You know what I mean?
It was just like a cinnamon challenge. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. Everyone was doing it online.
Yeah,
So I was like, why not?
Dude, there's so many challenges nowadays. Like, I think that was the original, then it got like fucking crazy and stupid.
Yeah,
Like,
they just
it got
kept going.
crazy.
Like people just started figuring out random ass shit to do.
yeah. Like, honestly, ever since that cinnamon challenge, that's when I knew I was like, fuck, I don't take part of this. 'Cause, like, 'cause the point of the cinnamon challenge is to basically like almost choke on cinnamon,
Yeah.
right? Like, no one, dude, there's no human alive unless you're the throat goat that's gonna be able to freaking put cinnamon in your mouth and be able to withstand that.
Yeah.
Like, no, dude, you're done.
Unless you're the throat
Unless you're the
goat.
throat goat.
Yeah.
That's a funny line.
Shout out to the throat goat.
Wherever you are, throat goat.
Wherever you are, throat goat.
You gotta do the
Send us a
cinnamon
video of
challenge.
you swallowing cinnamon.
Oh my god. But like, it evolved to like people being like, oh, stop a train challenge.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
Stop a train?
I don't like, you know how like trains like at certain stops they like slow down, but what they do is that they like put like you like sit in front of it or you stand in front of it and you make the train like stop for you. And then there was this TikToker that got 7 years in jail because he did that. I'm like,
What
dude,
the fuck?
I'm like,
What the
these challenges are stupid. You should realize that. But
yeah.
That's
It's
crazy.
all for the internet clout, man.
yeah.
Internet clout has evolved
Yeah.
so much.
It's intense.
So yeah, it's pretty intense. Like, there's now that people realize that you can make a whole like living
Living on
off
it.
of being viral.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'd be looking on my TikTok or whatever, and it's like just challenges or like really dangerous pranks, or sometimes just people being like fucking weirdos just to gain some views. Like I remember watching this video of this like Nigerian wife cooking dinner for her like white husband, but they're obviously very in love with each other. But the video is supposed to like rage bait you. So the white husband like eats her food, like her Nigerian food, and then she's like, "Ah, this tastes awful." Like, but and then it's like he's just roasting his wife, and everyone in the comments is getting mad. But then like in reality, like he likes the food. Like obviously they're freaking married.
Yeah.
They're just acting for, but it's all set up in a way that's like misleading.
That shit.
And I was like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, what's the point of that?
You're contributing no positive energy to the universe with this. This thing.
Yeah, what the hell?
It's such an elevated emotion, and that gets the clicks, that gets the attention.
Yeah.
And I
It's the
hate
hook.
how that's so much of social media. You get tied into that. Do you guys know Johnny Somali?
No.
So he's this live streamer
Yeah.
that all he does is rage bait. He goes to different countries. He's just loud, obnoxious, annoying. He got banned from Japan because he was doing antics and schemes. Now he went to Korea, but apparently he was fucking around in Korea. He found out he might be going to jail for like 15 years.
Oh,
it's good.
shit.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
glad these people are like getting their due justice.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
fuck, man. Like, they're only doing it because they can make a living off people watching that shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So sad.
Dude, it's a Black Mirror episode. It's that
Yeah,
one
legit.
Black Mirror episode.
Yeah.
With the what was it? The guys that are on the bikes or whatever, and they're
Oh,
watching.
and they're trying to get the currency so they
Yeah.
can like win that game or game show or whatever.
So called I'm 100 million, 1 million
Yeah.
merits or something.
Merits.
And then
I haven't watched
Merits?
that.
yeah, I think 100 million merits or something like that.
and then it ends with like they go on this TV show or whatever, and they're trying to like uplift their life by becoming celebrities, and he just realizes the system's fucked up, and he like does this act of like defiance, but then that same act of defiance turns him into a celebrity.
Yeah, yeah.
So he just does that
Yeah,
on the live stream all the time.
Like the whole time.
He's just acting like a.
Damn.
But he's part of the system. I'm like, oh shit, it's happening, bro. Black
Dude,
Mirror
Black Mirror shit
is
actually
is
happening.
fucking real.
It's so scary.
Oh my god.
So scary.
And I don't think that shit's ever gonna change. Actually,
No.
No.
I
Especially
think
with
it's so
AI.
solidified. It seems like yes, AI can definitely like make shit maybe change and hopefully change the pendulum to something good. But honestly, I feel like internet's been here for so long. I feel like it's solidified, man.
Yeah.
The culture's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take a huge thing to change, but it is what it is.
That's crazy.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So we're gonna start off with a shot now.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
After we
Damn,
just
tangent.
roasted today's society.
We're gonna take
Yeah.
a shot. And this is our favorite honey jack.
Honey Jack.
Honey Jack.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, everybody. Ooh. The
Thank you,
Honey
thank you.
Jack.
Oh.
I mean, with that being said, what we said, I feel like it's important to spread positivity, and I feel like
Fuck them kids.
I feel like this podcast is kind of like
Fuck
that,
all
you know?
them kids.
What? Fuck them kids?
Oh, of course, fuck them kids. But also,
of course. Yes.
also the good kids know we don't mean them. It just fuck them kids. You know what I mean? It's kind of like men ain't shit. It's like, yeah, men ain't shit. But if you're a good man, you're not gonna be triggered by that. You know what I mean?
Ah.
Damn.
As long as you know.
I get triggered every time. What was I saying?
when people say men ain't shit, Andrew's like,
Like, what the fuck you say?
Oh yeah, bro.
Ooh, that honey jack.
Yeah.
I feel that in my stomach
God
already.
damn.
man.
That's good. Nice and warm.
I'm drunk.
warm,
Yeah,
brother.
like, if you guys ever go on this podcast, you're gonna be fucking drunk.
You guys already know. You've been here for 12 episodes.
Bored up.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna start up our first segment. Good thing, bad thing.
Good thing, bad thing.
Mm.
Where we say one good thing that's happened between our week or month, whatever you want to do, and same thing with our bad thing.
Mm.
Anyone wants to start?
Any of you guys want to start?
We say both.
Yeah, you say
Yeah.
one good thing.
that happened to you.
Yeah.
And one bad thing.
And one bad thing.
It can be as big as you want it or small. Doesn't
Yeah.
really matter.
Mm.
It can be like even just
Whatever you
today.
want to share. Just want to check up on our friends, you know?
Yeah, man.
Mm.
I can go first.
Yeah.
I think one good thing that happened this week was obviously like main event happening and like having the show go really well. Just been hearing a lot of good feedback. Basically, like some of us did a dance show held in Vancouver, showcasing like the community. I think leading up to the show, there's like a lot of doubt with my set. But then after we performed and like hearing the audience cheer us on and all the positive feedback after, I felt like really elated and like solidified in knowing that like my shit was good. The
Your
show
shit
was
is good, bro.
And it was good.
Mhm.
That's a
Yeah.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
That was a fire set. Yeah,
It was
yeah.
such a good
Yeah,
set.
Watching it back.
watching it? Oh.
Yeah. It was like a fun, and a lot of people came up to me and they're like, "It's like, oh, I just had a big smile on my face the entire time I was watching it," and I was like, "That's right. That's
Every time you
exactly
watch Andrew sets, they're gonna make you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Either
something."
Something.
Mhm.
Yeah. What is art if it doesn't make you feel something, right?
Ugh.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Damn.
Ooh.
Bars.
Damn. Put that on a shirt.
Yeah. But I guess the bad thing is also like the other side of the coin with that is just like the lead up, like the text and like the practices leading up to the show was pretty rough for me. I don't think it was rough for everybody else, but I think the whole creation process, I've never had such a struggle with my own like inner demons, you know? Like I feel like I'm pretty confident in like creating and solidifying stuff, but for some reason for this one I think it was so left field from what I usually do that I had a lot of doubts on if it was going to be a good set or if it's going to be a strong piece of like work.
Mm.
And I remember like talking to my girlfriend Cindy about it and just be like, I don't know if this is gonna be good. Like this section looks too easy or blah blah. Like I don't know how this is gonna flow together.
Mhm.
And even our Waffle Wednesdays, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing,
I'm like,
bro.
what are you
What's
talking
happening?"
about, bro?
Yeah,
So good.
but then it came all together. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I think it's just a terrible feeling. I had like an awful like couple of weeks of leading up to it. But then
I'm sure you probably only felt that way because you wanted it to be like
yeah,
really good.
Yeah.
You know.
I think when I like went into it, like no offense to Ken, I just felt like this made it like when I led into this main event, I was like, oh, it's just another main event. You know, I was like, oh, you know, we've done this so many times.
Yeah.
Like it should be chill and fun.
Mhm.
But then as we start getting closer to it, I realized how stacked the roster is.
The
and
roster, yeah.
how hard everybody's trying for this show.
Yeah.
And I was like, I should probably start like kicking
me
up a
lock in
notch.
real quick.
Yeah, let me lock in. And I
Doing
was
some
like,
changes. And
yeah, so many changes,
Yeah,
and I
dude.
felt like if I just locked in from the start, it would have been a smoother process. But then I just treated it like a you know, it's just another show,
Another main event. Yeah.
Yeah.
which maybe is a lesson to me to treat everything like with the respect it requires.
Good lesson.
Good lesson.
Good lesson.
Honestly, bro, like I feel like that piece was so fucking good. Like it was a good mix up. If anything, like I do know people go pretty hard for a main event, but I was talking to a lot of people and they said like your set was such a nice breath of fresh air because
Yes.
everyone felt like they were trying so hard.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the thing about Jungle when you listen to it. It's kind of like you kind of let go,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's not a song where you really like intentionally listen to like Kendrick Lamar. Like Jungle, you kind of let go and have fun, and I think
Yeah.
like you really embodied that, man.
Yeah.
I was even telling Drew like, man, like afterwards, like hopefully when you see it, like you know how much of a visionary he is, or
Mhm.
the visionary you are, you know.
Mhm. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And I think the placement of where you guys were was perfect.
Yeah, because it was like
Yeah.
a lot of intense sets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There'd be like fucking one set with hella lifts.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my God.
But I felt like if I did this like set, so basically the set was just to the artist Jungle, I was like, there's no way I can spin this in like a crazy like flip choreography type
Yeah,
of
yeah.
way. It's
Yeah.
definitely got to be like, okay, what is the essence of this band? Like,
Yeah.
if you watch all their stuff, I pay like a lot of homage to like Shay as well, like the original choreographer, because he perfectly captures that like
Yeah.
semi 70s disco vibe, like, and still keeping his own essence in it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, let me just spin it my way, but also still, you know, I want to pay homage because he's like the originator. Like he made Jungle pretty much what it is, right? Like
Yeah.
that Back on 74 video.
Yeah.
I don't care if you think Jungle's an amazing band and they're talented and they should be, dude. The choreographer Shay definitely fucking like shot them up into the stratosphere
Yeah.
with that choreography. So, I just want to like, and I think you guys are right. Like the vibe was perfect for that
100%.
Act 3.
Yeah, for sure.
And honestly, dude, that's the one thing I love about art. Like, you could see flips, you could see the crazy choreo. That makes you feel so good. But you can see pieces that are like, quote unquote, simple. But since it captures an essence, that also is just as good, you know? Art is so vast and so different. And again, like, bro, like, I say this all the time, bro. Art must make you gotta feel something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I'm just gonna feel something.
You know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. Feel something.
Yeah, what are you doing to Spider-Man?
I don't know.
I don't think it's Spider-Man. He's trying to make it feel something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I went straight to Spider-Man. It's great.
Yeah. What about you, brother?
Me?
Good thing, bad thing.
The good thing was I've obviously had opportunity to be in your set, so it kind of blends into what I'm about to say. Not to piggyback too much, but I obviously been taking a step back from dance a lot, and you know, coming back, something I always wanted to do. Dance was always something kind of in my body, in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, in my jeans.
Man's looking at the back of his head.
Yeah. But yeah, coming back was honestly everything. Like, saw a lot of people coming up to me saying, "Oh, dude, I missed you." Like, shout out if you're seeing this episode and you saw me perform. And if you did get a chance to say hi, I love seeing you again. If you didn't get a chance to say hi, love you guys. But yeah, I think just the community was something I missed so much. And this kind of plays into like the good and bad, but I'm going to talk about this later. Like, I feel like it comes down to perspective and how you look at it. But I guess the bad side was I didn't feel fully myself again. Not in a sense of personality. I feel like I'm old enough and I'm grown enough to know that who I am, and I'm still learning. But in terms of like me as a dancer, like, I'm definitely rusty. I'm definitely not as where I was, but I don't want to make that as like a negative point. I want that to still be a positive point to say, hey, like, oh my gosh, I have things I can again grow on, you know? Like, I've had this prior knowledge. Now all I got to do is still apply to it, right? It's not like it's unknown too much. So like, that negative, I want to turn that to positive. Like, I've been taking class a lot, and yeah, it just making me excited for everything coming up in the future. Yeah,
man. It was awesome to see you on stage.
Yeah.
again, bro. Honestly, it made me. I was like, yeah, bro. Like, honestly, it was great.
Brotherhood's back.
I was
like you on in center, and then Jamie did like the crazy like flip stuff. And
Yeah,
it was like,
yeah, Jamie,
everyone
yeah.
was like, "Whoa!" All the Brotherhood guys are going crazy right now. Yeah, honestly, it was pretty something.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, if anyone's a performer, you already know this feeling, but being on stage, being before, like when you're on deck, the nerves, the jitters. You feel like you're tired. You feel like you got to go pee. You feel like you don't have energy.
Yeah.
As soon as you're in that first blocking,
All gone.
all gone.
Yeah.
All gone.
All gone.
It takes
dude.
over your body.
It really takes over.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's that performer aspect that like we're really craving. And then like when you hear that crowd like give that reaction to the part that you're excited for, like, oh, I'm excited, this is gonna come up. And then you do it, and then you're like, you're like,
The payoff.
Feels
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
Makes
Such a
you
good
feel
feeling,
like
yeah.
all that rehearsal time was worth it.
yeah.
We spent a lot of unpaid rehearsal time like making a set.
Yeah.
But like when that moment happens and everyone's like elated, it's just
It's priceless, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful, man. And that's the one thing I appreciate so much about dancers. The one thing I wish could definitely change is all that work, you know? Like, it sucks that, yes, we don't get paid for it, but that doesn't stop us from doing it,
Still
man.
doing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's the love of the game, right? And it's the love of, like, seeing it, supporting it. Yeah.
Damn.
I miss the community, man.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But his perspective, like, I could have easily been negative about it all. Like, I'm not a dancer. I'm just gonna quit. Like, but I think it's just important to reframe your focus whenever you have those negative things. It's kind of like what Drew was experiencing. Like he was definitely feeling that imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And you will be your own worst critic, right? So like that perspective you put on it, yes, it's going to be so hard to shift. But once that shift happens, that perspective shift happens, how beautiful the other side is, you can appreciate that.
Yeah. It's like that meme where the two guys on the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I love the dark side and the light
Yeah,
side.
looking sad and look at the cliff, and then the other guy's happy as fuck looking over like whatever. Exactly. I was the guy looking at the cliff.
And I was the guy like in your set like, looking at the bastards.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, this set's fucking
It's
sick.
so funny. But it's crazy that you mentioned like rustiness and like you're not where you are dance wise, like dancer wise. I was actually talking to Cole Hatton about this because I recently took Vision dance camp like the first day. I was feeling really defeated that day because I felt like I wasn't like on my game for the first 2 classes. I just don't know, like a whole bunch of other factors. But then that allowed me to get into this like really deep conversation about how for some time the Vancouver community was like super elite. Like back in the golden eras of like Vancouver dance scene, everybody in class, everybody was like fucking insane. Like,
Grinding.
Yeah.
grinding, coming to class together. Community was at all-time high. Our dance level was like insane. But I think, and this is like a perspective that we kind of came to a consensus on, is that we got kind of comfortable in the style that we were in. Like we're really good at the style that Vancouver breeds, the tick styles.
Yeah.
And I think like at that time we were ahead of a lot of the world, but I think getting comfortable allowed the rest of the world to kind of like speed past us a little bit. They grew past us now at this point, like we're a little bit behind in terms of like skill wise and like overall dance vocabulary wise, I would say. So it's not only just like you, but I also feel like everybody in the community, just like Vancouver as a whole, is trying to find their way back into like this shift to evolve to the next level, because everybody else has like reached that point. Like if you look at LA and you look at like New York and every city right now that are really popping, back in the day we were on the same level. Like we were like 100% like we can keep up. Nowadays it's like, okay, some of us can definitely keep up, but overall we're just lagging up behind just a little bit, like just overall. So I think you're actually coming back at the perfect time, because I also feel like I'm like not rusty, but like lagging behind a bit, and I'm trying to find my way back into like what is the dance vocabulary that I need to learn, that I need to like improve on to become the next tier. You know what I'm saying? The next S tier. So you're coming back at a time where everyone is also like
kind of
like literally
just
scrambling.
fucking scrambling, trying to try everything. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to the homeboy Marius. I think he's a huge inspiration because he's been taking hella classes and like programs and experiencing like different styles in order to elevate himself. And it's funny I mentioned Marius because Marius used to do another podcast. But he, like, and I think like he's a prime example of like the community trying to like figure out which spot and like how to elevate to the next tier. So you're just coming in on that wave. And it's not like, oh, I'm rusty. It's like, oh, perfect timing. I'm gonna hop in this boat right now and I'm gonna fucking ride with it.
No, dude, I was so inspired actually. Like even seeing the Seattle dancers Type C. Fuck, those guys are sick.
Those guys are
the Edmonton people crazy, Toronto people crazy. Like I do remember when I was like teaching, when I used to teach different provinces. Oh, fuck, I'm getting just
right here, bro.
one shot.
I'm just kidding.
I'm drinking this.
But I was like, obviously I could see the caliber of dancers and I thought they were still great. But obviously, like you said, people been leveling up and I was so inspired. Like I met Thomas from Edmonton yesterday and I was watching, I'm like, this guy's the fucking GOAT, man. This guy's so good.
Yeah.
And this made me realize like, yeah, dude, I'm excited to be back and I'm excited to see the caliber of dancers because it makes me happy and hopeful that the community is still thriving and well. Because obviously I kind of took a step back at a point where COVID took a little bit of a hit to the community. People stepped back. There were scandals going around. I was kind of watching it unfold. Things were happening left, right, and center. people taking a step back. Now coming back, I'm like, oh, you know what? We came through unscathed. The community and the passion's still there, and dance is gonna be there always for anyone. So yeah, it's exciting. Yeah, sorry if we took up a big tangent, guys.
Yeah.
No, it's much needed.
Just love talking about dance, man.
Yeah.
Fucking, you know?
Yeah. I say I will bleed for our community, man. I love it. Love it.
Love that, brother.
All right.
Love that. Good thing, bad thing.
Good thing, bad thing.
Bad thing is I still have this lingering cough that hasn't gone away.
I saw you took a Halls there.
Yeah, like, it's been going on for like a week and a half now, and I might need to go. I feel like I need to go get checked because I'm like I keep coughing.
Get your shot.
You know what? I feel like that happens to you a lot. Like you have a cough,
Dude,
And
last time,
never leaves.
and then
Yeah.
it lasts you so long, and then you're okay, and you get again, and
I
then
don't
it
know what the
lasts so
fuck is
long.
up, man. Like I don't smoke or anything, so like
You don't smoke?
no.
You
Like, I
look-
smoke-
you-
what the
you
fuck
look
is
high
wrong
as
with
fuck
you?
right now. This guy's looking at his eyes right now. I was kidding.
No, but yeah, I don't like. I mean, I'll smoke like weed it's like socially
every now and then.
Okay.
every now and then, but I'm not a regular like intaker of I don't know what the fuck you call I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck
you
you call
sound
it.
like you don't smoke a lot.
Yeah, clearly. But yeah, bad thing, this cough has been kicking my ass. But a good thing is think about a good thing.
Nothing. The cough's just fucking you up. Man.
Nothing can beat that.
Cough is just too disgusting.
Oh, one good thing that happened recently, I got the new Mario Party.
Oh, dude,
Oh.
Jamboree.
We
That
about to
shit-
play
That
this
shit's
after,
so
bro.
fire,
That shit
yo.
is lit as
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Like I remember it was like a couple weeks ago, like Lloyd and the
yeah.
other guys came over and we were playing for like 4 hours, dude. Like
Yeah.
That's-
We were just playing
Yeah.
all the games.
yeah, shit
Yeah.
was
So
so
fun.
fun.
Dude, honestly, so glad you got that. I love Nintendo.
Dude,
Also,
I'm-
fuck Nintendo, but I love you guys too.
why fuck Nintendo?
Oh, you guys, you don't hear about Nintendo's like whole scandals and all that?
No.
Is it about the Pokemon stuff?
I saw that
yes,
stuff.
that
The
is a
Pokemon
term.
leaks are crazy.
Yeah, but also, are you talking about Pal World
The
and stuff
Pal
like
World,
that? Yeah, that's a issue of assets. Just a quick rundown. Like, there's a video game that I released called Pal World, and honestly, if you look at Pal World, it's like, bro, that's like
Some
Pokemon.
shit,
Yeah.
So I understand that Nintendo's suing them because it's like an issue of like likeness and like asset and property and shit like that. I don't know the big specifics, but Nintendo notoriously will like strike down creators, strike down anyone who uses anything Nintendo without their permission. They don't care if you're like a 5-year-old streaming Pokemon without like any legal like go ahead. They will see that and they'll strike it and they'll fucking like ban you to the multiverse.
Cutthroat.
Damn,
Yeah.
bro.
But I mean, like, Nintendo's about their money, I guess, and about their property, about
Business is
their privacy.
business.
It's
Yeah,
business,
yeah.
bro.
And if they want to get a buck out of you, they will. They will squeeze you for everything. But I think there's like a good and bad way to go about business. But overall, I think Nintendo, you make great products though. I love Nintendo
I
Switch.
still love Nintendo.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
a Nintendo boy.
I heard
like,
the Switch
through
2
and
is
through.
coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
really?
Switch. Honestly, I'm so excited to get that.
Yeah, me
Whatever
too.
it
It's
is.
just 2 Switches.
They give you two switches.
It's just 2 screens.
Oh, two screens. I missed the 2 screen stuff
like
like
a
DS.
It's just the DS like that.
Oh man,
That'd be a big ass DS.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, the golden age with like the DS, the PSP. PSP is undefeated.
Wait, which one is your
DS Vita
Yeah,
was
which one
ahead
was
of
your
its
handheld?
time.
Like, which one did you have? Did you use the most? Like
Um,
PSP or like a
I had a-
Nintendo handheld?
I had a DS.
DS?
I was a DS guy.
Yeah,
Or I
like
was
Game Boy.
Game Boy boy.
Yeah.
Really?
Game Boy boy.
Game Boy.
Game
boy.
Boy.
Game Boy
No, I
Square.
was DS. I had the DS with the. It was like some Pokemon. I forgot what Pokemon.
It was like a special one.
It was Pearl and Diamond. Oh no,
Oh.
it was Diamond.
Oh.
Yeah, my
That's
DS was that. I was like playing that shit every fucking
Yeah.
day. Bro.
Dude, mine was PSP, man. I love because the PSP, like, and unlike Nintendo, which I didn't like about that product, is I could actually import music to my PSP.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
And you like watch
That's cool.
movies and stuff.
Yeah. I did
PSP
that.
was just ahead of its time.
Yeah,
I really
it
feel like
was.
that product would have been perfect now. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like you can do your music, you can do your games, you can do your movies all in one device.
Yeah.
But I think like it's just too expensive. Like or the Vita, like all the games were too expensive.
Yeah.
But now games are exactly that price.
Yeah.
Yeah,
$80
legit.
mark.
Shout out if you remember LimeWire.
Oh,
So what I did is I went on LimeWire. I'd find the song, best quality.
Yep.
I'd download that.
And
I
you
would
get the
add cover
virus.
letter. Yeah.
Yep. And a cover.
No, sorry, not cover letter. Cover art.
Yeah.
I would change all the
The details.
to make it all like correctly spelled, make it
Dude,
all look
same.
nice, and then import it.
Yeah.
I would fucking hate it. Let's say if it's like Linkin Park that I wanted to download, or like a Chris Brown song, like an old Chris Brown song.
Yeah.
And then when you download it, and it's someone's cover of that, you ever had that?
Oh no.
Dude, that was the
always
biggest
like
way.
listen
It doesn't
to it.
tell you like who created it or
Yeah.
like what version it
No,
is.
mine
It just
is-
gives you a title.
Mine's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
ending of it, and it's just like some weird ass like ad kind of thing that they do
Really?
at the end.
Oh, frick,
Oh,
man. I
true,
remember
true,
that
true.
too. I hated that stuff.
Yeah.
But I hated, I'm like, oh, like, I can't wait. Like, oh, No Air by Chris Brown and Jordan Sparks. I want to hear it. And it's like some guy like, no air, no air. I'm like, yo, what the heck, man? That's not it, man.
breathe
Is this
with no
original?
air? Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
that's so
insane.
funny.
That's funny.
Nah, I was spoiled. My brother did all that for me.
Oh,
Oh, he
nice.
I just
downloaded
got
that
the
shit for
music.
you?
Yeah, he got me the LimeWire music, and he got me the you know, like on the DS, you get the cracked. What the fuck is it called?
Oh, like Game Shark.
Great Shark.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you download all the games in
Yeah,
one
yeah.
little cartridge.
Oh, I never had that. Game Shark?
Yeah, like with old Nintendo shit, there was like a cartridge or something that you could
RPG.
get or something you can download, and it pretty much had like 1,000 games on it.
Oh, it's called almost like an emulator in
yeah,
a way.
it's like the new ones now, like the emulators with a bunch of different games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was in one card. You put it into your DS, and then it just loads up all the games.
That's
That's
fire,
crazy.
man. That's fire.
Yeah, it was pretty much an SD card.
Yeah,
Like it was
Yeah,
just like a
yeah.
but goated. Played all the games.
Goated.
Damn.
So sick. and
But now you can
free.
just buy those emulators, like
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
portable handhelds. You can play like
Yep.
Atari, Super Nintendo,
I've been seeing those,
DS,
yeah,
Game
yeah.
Boy,
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
on it, bro.
So funny. My first DS, I guilt tripped my uncle to buy me one. 'Cause he was visiting from Calgary, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to be a foster kid. So I used to like live with like a Filipino family. So
I
when
used
he
to
went
live
to
with the Filipino.
with the Filipinos,
That's why he's so close to us. You
that's
know?
why I'm so pogy. So like when my uncle
Anyway,
last one,
Mr. Host, good thing, bad thing.
that ting,
Um,
good ting.
Tings.
my good thing is that I'm on like this new wave of trying new arts. So I really want to try like making music.
Oh,
Making music.
Yeah,
Dude, you know that
Like
double L.
That's
under-
fucking
under
crazy.
Double L.
yeah, under double L. No, because like my sister's boyfriend like makes music as well. He raps. Shout out Spotty.
Spotty.
But like I just want to try new things
Yeah.
besides dance as well.
rapping or singing or
Both. Like
Melodic rap.
yeah.
You know what's crazy, dude? I totally. Can you sing, bro? I
No,
hear it in your
no.
voice a little bit. No.
You hear me
You're
talking? I'm not singing to you right now.
You know how some singers like their regular voice is like
Sounds-
is soothing,
Mm.
bro. I feel like if
I have a raspy voice when I sing.
dude
That's good.
that would be fucking
Yeah.
good, man.
I want to make some like
sensual R&B with that.
yeah. I want to make some like Bryson Tiller
trap soul
vibes,
shit?
trap soul.
Dude, Bryson Tiller would be
You just watch me like in the next year, just put out an album.
That'd be fucking crazy,
No,
bro.
but I do want to like just try it out, like put out a song for myself and say that I did it,
Do it.
or like do more modeling stuff, do more. I want to get into like film, like just being more creative with like, or be well rounded with my creativity.
Ooh,
Renaissance
love that.
man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And that's like, yeah, basically that's what I want to do right now.
watch out for the boy.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Spotify.
It's gonna be like
Double
a
L.
Spotify.
quadruple threat.
Yeah.
But my bad thing is that I'm kind of struggling to find a place that kind of ties in with, you know, wanting to do more things. Kind of struggling to like find what I want to do in life.
Mm.
So it's kind of like hitting me a little bit. And I'm like, I'm growing older. I like just like overthink everything.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh shit, I'm just working, you know, my delivery stuff. Like I'm just working just to get paid.
right.
And I want to do something that I love.
Yeah.
So it's all of it's just hitting me at once. And I'm just like, I need to do something. But at the same time, I don't want to force it as well
yeah.
Mm.
and just put myself in a position where I don't get money or like whatever. And yeah, I mean, that's the hard thing. But to be honest, I'm loving it. I'm
Yeah.
loving my life right now.
That's
I feel
man.
good. I feel happy.
Mhm.
So,
I love that. I love how, although you have that, overall your outlook is still positive. Because
Yeah.
honestly, that quarter life crisis fucking hits, man. I remember when I turned 25. Holy fuck, I'm old, bro. But when I turned 25, like that same thing hit me so hard.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what am I doing? Like, it was around COVID too, and I was like, holy shit! Like, I'm dancing through Zoom. I'm like, dude, I don't want to dance through Zoom. I remember I had a gig lined up where I had to teach like a studio in Australia, and I couldn't make it. So they said, fuck it, let's do it through Zoom. Let's still do it. And I was teaching at like 3 a.m. because obviously the time difference and whatnot,
oh
right?
my God.
And I'm in my garage, like, are you guys okay? In my phone, like,
And you're just like up close like this.
yeah,
You guys
yeah,
okay? Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
your lips.
yeah. Giving thumbs up, right? And I was like, great, let's move on.
Yeah, you hear nothing.
Yeah. And obviously, like that exchange, like, is so different from teaching in classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Studio North used to do the recorded classes?
Yeah.
They like put up the camera and then you had to pretty much teach a class to like no one in the room.
Yeah.
That was hard because it's like, how do you keep the energy up when there's no energy to be given back to you?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so true. Dude, I'm excited though. Behind the bar beats with Lloyd, man.
Behind
It's
B
Yeah.
and B
B&B with
beats.
LB.
More beats. Yeah.
Boy beats.
Yeah.
You're gonna make our intro outro now?
Maybe.
Do intro outro?
Maybe.
That'd
Who
be
knows,
sick.
man.
Yeah,
Wow.
even if you like, dude, if you like also make your own beats and you be like that'd be
Oh, yeah.
crazy. Because some of my favorite artists, like they produce themselves too.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole,
I
for
love
instance, and shit like
Yeah.
that.
I love
Yeah.
that. I want to try it all. I'm
Yeah.
on my side quest right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Side quest.
Yeah, my side quest.
Hey, the
We
side
love
quest
a side
level you up.
quest.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like low-key the beauty of it too, because yes, you're feeling like, oh shit, like I'm getting older, but truly like the age you're at right now is meant to do that side quest shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Now's the time.
Yeah, now's the time
Now's
to
the
do
time.
all that things.
yeah.
Love
I'm
it.
excited for that, man.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be a long process for sure. So
Love
I'll be
that.
praying for your journey. I'll be praying for your health. I'll be praying for your journey
Pray for
too.
my health. Next, catch me next season when I'm just.
Yeah. Just
oh yeah. Should we take the shot?
Let's get it done.
There.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Cheers.
boys.
cheers.
Ooh.
Oh man.
This is such good chase. The cinnamon. Oh,
Why is the cinnamon?
cinnamon-
Oh fuck.
oh,
And I
fuck.
just see this man.
Oh
He's
my
about to
God.
make out with it, dude.
dude, I love cinnamon, man. Fuck, man. Name my dog cinnamon. That's a cute name.
Dog for cinnamon.
You name your dog cinnamon?
Yeah,
That's a cute
Oh,
name.
you said you're a dog
Yeah,
for
yeah.
cinnamon.
You're a dog.
I'm a dog.
It's
I am a
both.
dog.
What are you gonna name your first kid?
Oh.
Oh, Jell and I actually have names, but I don't know if you should drop the names.
No,
Ooh, bad juju.
evil eye,
maybe.
evil eye,
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
Yeah. I think we have
Okay,
names.
alternatives. The ones that you're not gonna choose.
Oh shit, man.
You know what I really like? I like Brooklyn. Like
For a
the-
girl name?
or for a boy.
Yeah, actually, I like that.
Oh.
Androgynous names are actually pretty
Mhm.
sick.
I like that.
It's like my
I heard
name's
like hydrogenous names. And I was like, chemistry.
H2O.
H2O.
yeah, my name's Cup. It's like damn, okay, bro, that's so artsy, bro.
That's so sick.
What does it mean? Cup.
It means cup. Sorry. Keep stepping on.
Oh, sorry, bro. Here, I'll move it like this for you.
What's a funny what's a word that would be a good for a name, but it's not like if you just took out the meaning of the word. If you took a meaning out, if you took out the meaning of a word, like what word would it be for like a good name?
Dick.
Dick?
That is a name though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not gonna lie, I love month names. Like if I
like
could name my
January?
son July, I would name him July. Like that's a
July.
fucking sick
What
name,
about Saturday?
dude. Yes. If you could name your son Saturday, that's kind of fire
Yo,
to me.
that's
I
actually
don't know.
Yo,
That's crazy.
Sat, come here.
Yeah.
Yo, Sat.
Yo, nah, I don't like. I don't
Or
know
even
like that.
day. Like yo, day.
Yo, days. Come
They
here.
quill.
Yeah.
Dayquil.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I like that.
Robitussin?
Robitussin, it almost sounds like it's fucking. My name's Robitussin the Third. I fucking lead the general army in the Roman Empire.
What about herpes?
Okay, that's okay. If you take the you said take the meaning out.
Yeah. Yo, herpes.
Yo,
Herpes.
peas.
Yo, herp.
Yo, herp. yo, little herp.
Yo, herp.
Young herb.
Little herp. That sounds like little perp.
Mm.
Smoke herp.
Smoke herb. Get
Smoke
perp.
herp, get perp, and
No, smoke
I actually
perp.
kind of
Get
like
herb.
it. Like herp. Herpa.
herpa?
I don't know, man.
What?
Just
Herpa?
herpa. Just try it. Nah, I like
What about clitoris?
You're
Come
making
here,
it
Clit.
so hard. I'm trying
Come here,
so
Clit.
hard to make it
on,
work.
clit.
Clitoris.
Come over here, Clint.
It's like, yo, I can't find clip, man.
I'm always
I
losing
can't find
the
Clint,
I'm
bro.
always losing the clit.
You never find the clit.
This motherfucking kid.
This fucking kid, man.
Clit, where are you? Easy.
Oh, they got me.
Clit would sound nice though.
No, man.
Clit?
You took out the meaning clit.
Actually, I see it. It's almost like Cliff.
Thank you.
It's almost like Cliff. You know what I mean? Cliff. I like Cliff more than Cliff.
Cliff.
Yeah, you're already there. Just call
Yeah, let's
Cliff.
call him Cliff.
If you think of good names, put it in the comments. I'll laugh at it. I want to see this.
That's
I
funny.
can't think of any of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no-
kids, honestly, kid names like it's weird because there's a phenomena where if you name a kid, there's a high probability they're gonna act like that name. Have you heard that?
Oh, I never
Really?
thought about that.
That sounded like you just.
You haven't heard that?
And it's just
Yeah,
Oh
like,
my
it's
god,
like-
I think I think I might be on the internet way too
It
much.
sounded like you just like thought about it for a second, saying, "All right, this is what I'm gonna say."
No, I swear to God, if you look it up,
So what do you mean? Like if you call a kid,
So if you
the
name
kid
someone
Clits-
Karen,
Oh,
they're gonna grow up to be Karen.
it's either they're gonna embody that or they'll try their best to deny themselves to becoming a Karen. So it could work
Ah.
both ways. So it's
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
self-fulfilling. It ties into those. Ties into that.
Damn.
So it's like if someone's been naming you for so long, because obviously your name kind of embodies who you are a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
your identity.
Yeah. But also at the same time too, I might be fucking lying. I might be looking at shit online that might be untrue.
So like if we looked at the name Angelo, what does that invoke?
Honestly, I'm glad at least my name is I don't think it's as common. I think maybe in like Italian culture or Spanish culture, maybe somewhere out there it's more common. At least here I've not really met that many Angelos.
So you're right. So you denied being Italian. You became Filipino.
You know, it's actually I have met some Angelos and it's always been so funny or awkward meeting them. I have this weird thing where if I meet another Angelo, I want to be better than that Angelo. You guys ever have that?
I feel that. Like if
You
I
feel
meet
that?
another Lloyd, I'm like, I gotta be the better Lloyd.
Right?
I don't know a lot of people named Lloyd,
Yeah, same. I don't know. I don't
That
know that
is
many.
funny.
so I'm like,
I think Josh and Andrew are pretty common
Yeah,
names.
they're just common ass names.
So I'm always like,
yeah.
whatever.
Hopefully, you guys should find reprieve. A lot of our friends, including myself, if they think of those names, you guys are number one.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I don't
Yeah.
think there's another Andrew in our friend group.
There's no other Joshes.
Oh, I know
There you go.
Josh.
Or Mar.
Oh, Mar.
Or
yeah.
Mar.
Mar.
Mars.
Mars is a
I used
good
to
one.
like I've said this before, but I used to like not like Mar
Yeah.
because I remember like growing up, my mom would just say like, "Oh, Josh," like she called me Josh, and I just
Yeah.
go by Josh all the time. And I remember one time in like elementary school, I was just having a conversation with my friends, and I like, "Oh yeah, my first name is like actually Mar," and then they took that and they just started calling me Mars Bar, and then I was like, "Why that kind of hurt though?"
yeah,
You honestly, being a
dude.
kid
I
though,
was like,
being a
wait,
kid,
why-
that
why
shit
that
would
kinda hurt,
hurt,
though?
man. That shit would hurt.
Mars Bar. I'm not a Mars Bar.
No, that's kind of cute. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
feel like adolescence, everything fucking hurts. But
yeah.
Yeah. I
Now it's like-
I'm sorry.
I-
I'm sorry. By the way, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, I was like,
Fucking
yeah.
Mars bar.
Fucking Mars Mar.
And I mean, like, I'm embracing it now.
Yeah.
Like, I go by Mar at work. Like,
Yeah.
everyone knows me as Mar. So
What about MJ? You ever think about MJ? No.
I thought about it, but I'm like, that's,
That's
too
too
close to
Filipino.
like, it's too Filipino.
That's hella.
People are gonna think I'm trying to be Michael Jordan or Michael Jackson. So
Two goats.
Yeah, you could be the third goal. Know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know
the
what I'm
third goat,
saying?
the throat goat.
What? This motherfucker said the throat goat.
Hey, throat goat.
I mean,
Yeah, I do honestly. I love names that I've never heard before. Like Mar.
Mhm.
That's a fucking
Mar's
sick
fine.
name. Like, of course, like if I was a kid and I heard that, I would have probably made fun of you too. But being
Thanks, man.
older, no, just being honest, being older though, that's fucking dope.
Mar. Yeah.
Like, dude, no one else would be named Mar.
But it's
And
so
I f-
hard for me to like call you Mar for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, we've associated your identity with Josh.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So it's hard
That's
to
why, like,
yeah.
when I got transferred to the office, or even like before then, somebody at work was like, "Oh, like, what do you want us to call you?" And there's a lot of Joshes at Aritzia, mind you.
Yeah.
So I was like, just call me Mar. Like,
Mm.
so that way I can be separate from like
Yeah.
Josh, this like Josh E or whatever.
That way,
Yeah.
in the corporate ladder, when someone's like, you know that guy Josh, which one?
Yeah.
Versus,
exactly.
you know the guy Mara? Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's promote him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to my dad giving me his name
Fire.
Oh, so you're almost like a junior in a way.
because my dad's full name is Mario, and his
Oh.
nickname is Tito Mar, like Uncle Mar.
Mm.
Dude.
So he
Oh
passed
my
that down to
god,
me.
bro! If your name Mario, you should. No, dude.
Dude, but if you were named Mario, I would not.
yeah,
you
okay,
were
okay.
Mario.
Okay, let's all look at him. Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes right now. And then on one, you open your eyes, look at him, and think Mario. 3, 2, 1.
You should let me love you.
No way. No, I don't think. I don't know.
Mario.
Yeah, I don't feel like I look
Mario's
like a
out
Mario.
Yeah.
Just Yahoo!
Yeah, it's either
Super
that.
Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That makes you think. Did your parents ever tell you a name that you were supposed to be, or a different name?
Oh, No.
Nope.
No,
N-
no.
My mom
I think
didn't.
so.
I don't think they ever had other names in mind.
It's always supposed to be an Andrew.
Andrew.
I don't think so.
I don't even have a Vietnamese name, bro.
Oh,
Really?
Oh,
you should,
shit.
you should
Just
make
make
one for
one.
yourself.
Make one?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's great.
Oh my god, this guy's so
Andrew
this guy's so Filipino. My
Legit.
parents were thinking of naming me Antonio.
Oh.
Oh.
I can see you as an
Oh,
Antonio.
Yeah, same.
Actually, yeah.
Antonio.
Tony.
Tony. I
Hey,
honestly,
Antonio.
all my nicknames, even for
Antonio.
Angelo, I'd love. Any nickname for Antonio, I would have loved too. Tony,
Ant.
Onio, EO.
EO?
That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah, oh.
Yo. Yo, Admana.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me of like. Have you guys seen How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
I love that show, except for the ending.
Besides the point, when Barney like gives the middle name to Lillian Marshall's first kid, and it's Marvin. Wait for it, Erickson, and I'm like,
Wait
that's
for it?
fucking fire. That's a fucking fire middle name.
Wait for it.
Yeah, his middle name's Wait for It.
You've never watched How I Met Your Mother?
Like
Oh,
Marvin, wait for it. I forgot his last name. What was his last name?
Erickson.
Erickson.
yeah. His
Damn.
stick was that he always say "Wait for it."
Yeah, when like something epic's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
It doesn't hit. Doesn't hit.
Yeah,
Doesn't hit for
doesn't
someone who
hit.
doesn't know.
no.
Honestly, those type of shows, if you watch now, it doesn't hit.
I still love How I Met Your Mother.
I do too, but I feel like it only hits if you watch it when you're young and then you keep rewatching it.
Yeah.
Like for the example
feel
that
that.
I have is Friends.
Yeah.
Everyone, so many people love Friends. I tried to watch when I was older, and I've tried so many times. Can't get into it.
Same. I
Can't
try
get
to get
into it.
into Friends, and I'm like,
Yeah,
not my thing.
I need one Filipino guy in it.
Come on.
Too many white people.
Yeah, I just need one person of color. I was kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Representation.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Representation now, I feel like it's getting a little bit
Like forced.
a force in a way, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's still good. Like, I think the whole premise is still good,
Yeah.
but there are times where you see it's way too forced and it's ingenuine. That's when it's so fucked.
They're just doing it just to have inclusive and diversity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem with that is just like when you create these characters, you need to have you need to create them with the same depth you do with like cis characters as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes people just like add them in as like fodder so that they can say that this piece of work is inclusive.
Yeah.
But it's like when you add this like say like queer person or person of color into this film or this piece of work, are they created with the same depth?
Mm-hmm.
Or else it's just flat. Like it doesn't make sense. There's no need for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or try harder to like
Yeah.
make them like stronger.
Because sometimes they're just like put in there just to be put in there.
Just because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, more jobs for us.
Yeah, that's facts. I'm excited, man. Marvel, you need a Filipino man.
Filipino man
You're looking at him right now.
right here.
Born and raised, man.
Yeah.
there a Filipino
Method
superhero?
acting. Huh?
Is there a Filipino superhero?
I don't know. But at the
I think
same
there
time,
is, like
too.
a Southeast Asian.
Yeah.
What?
I think there are more, but obviously right now, I think comic books, I think there are.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I hope they're cool.
yeah,
Just some lame ass superhero.
yeah. Honestly, the one thing about inclusion diversity is, oh no, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
Ooh, he doesn't want to be canceled.
No, the thing I have to say is actually not bad in a way, but okay, I will say it. Hopefully, you guys resonate. Tell me if you have a different opinion, because I would love to hear a different opinion. I think I don't need to see someone with my same skin tone to be inspired by them.
100%.
Oh my god, bro. No, I'm just kidding.
I was ready to hear. I was ready to hear your.
agree. Because
I agree.
when I think about that, I think about like Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Because Spider-Man is somebody wearing a mask. You don't know who's behind the mask.
Oh,
but
that's
you
a great
still
example.
like are inspired by the things
Like
that he
the
does.
Jabberwockies.
You know?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Jabberwockies.
Exactly that too.
But underneath the
but
mask,
you
they're
know
all
they're Filipino.
Yeah, yeah. And
Why are they
I guess
so good?
I guess the most prominent figure you can really think about is like, I really want, let's say, like a Filipino prime minister or Filipino president.
Mhm.
To be honest, I don't care. As long as that person's good, I can be inspired.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know? Because I think if you only look at them and you're like, you know what, I can't gain interest or inspiration from you because I can't resonate with your skin color, I think that is kind of besides the point. Like, I think the characteristics of a person should inspire you. And I feel like if you just look at their skin color, that in itself is kind of bad.
Yeah.
It's like you're denying yourself from the beauty of humanity. Everyone's
Yeah.
so different. Everyone's skin color is so different. And if you can only be inspired by someone with your same skin color, that's kind of like saying that, like, I don't think I value you as much because your skin color can't let me see who you are.
Mm.
Damn, he said reverse racism.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Okay. We're
Okay.
back.
We are
Reset that.
back.
We're back.
Right
Welcome
before
back.
What we were said.
Okay, yeah. What I was about to say is okay. So your topic of representation. I think your opinion is is coming from like a grown perspective because I think when you're older, you have that like cognitive ability to separate like all those factors and be like, okay, I can still be inspired by you, disregarding the color of your skin, or if you look like me, or if you represent what I'm like, if you're, I'm assuming you're cis. But I think when you're a kid and you're like younger, like for children, it's harder for them to like separate that fact, and I think that's why representation matters a lot, because you always see like these videos or these stories about how like POC or like queer people see themselves represented in mainstream media, and that like allows them as a kid to grow that view that they can do these things. And I think that shapes them in a certain way, versus like obviously like when we're older, 25, 26, whatever, like we have our own values and we have our own perspectives already made, so it's like, okay, like we don't really care that much. It's just cool to see like our like Vietnamese people or Filipino people on the screen. But like when you're younger and you see that determines if you actually fight to become like an actor as a Filipino person, if you actually fight to be a athlete, like a basketball player or a football player or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because then before you see that representation, as a kid, you might just be like, oh, I want to be an actor, but it's like, oh, I just want to like have fun and do this. But then when you see like a Filipino actor in a main role of a movie, then you're like, as a kid, oh shit, it's possible. I'm gonna fucking go for this. And you search up his story, you see his interviews, he's probably gonna talk about how hard he worked to get there, and you're like, okay, I gotta try just as hard. And then that's where the development happens. So I do think it's really important to have representation, but I think maybe the impact is more on like the youth, the youth of like that community of people.
I think that's such a poignant part too, because it works both ways. Yes, for a lot of younger people, but also maybe for older generations that are like,
that missed out.
Yeah, that's like, maybe I would suggest you not to do it, because not a lot of people of color or Filipinos are successful in that. But I feel like that's like it's a double-edged sword, right? Because obviously they want the best for you, but if they don't see it happen for a lot of those people, they don't want to suggest it for you, because I think that's a hard path. But I totally think there's room for both. Totally think there's room for both. I think it's important that there should be inclusion, but there should also be that point of view where you should be inspired by everyone you see and anyone you see.
I agree with that 100%. But there was one point where I forgot his name, but he's an Asian actor, and he won like this award that like blew up. Forgot his name.
Oh, is it
Is it from Everything Everywhere All at
Yeah,
Once?
yes.
That guy?
Ki Kwan?
Yeah, and it was very like inspiring, And I see it from that point. I'm like, oh wow, like being Asian and seeing other people do that. It's like, yes, I understand. But I also agree with you. Like, it doesn't determine my whole thing of like, being inspired by other people.
But his story is so sick. I think his story like transcends that barrier of like, oh, he's just Asian and he won this thing. He was in the first like Indiana Jones, like when he was a fucking little kid.
Was he also like the Goonies or something?
And the Goonies, he was like this little kid, and he didn't. And I think in his story, he said that he had like a huge gap where he wasn't really getting booked jobs, but he kept paying the fee to have his actor's license or whatever. Like, kept going,
Right?
And he was like, oh man, like I had so many moments where I wanted to quit, but then he prevailed, and then came across a script, and that changed his whole trajectory. Now he's in like everything. He's like the new Jackie Chan, right? He's in everything. So I think that story transcends the race of yourself, or like whoever you view yourself as. And as a human, you can relate to that, because it's like, oh man, like the lesson that you can get from that is, maybe if I push a little harder, or I work, I keep my head down at work, and I just like play it smart and keep going, there might be a point in time where I can reap what I've sowed, pretty much. Like I reap the rewards of my benefits, of my efforts. So he's like, I feel like he's a really special case.
Yeah.
Because it's not just he's Asian. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he was a young actor. Like if
Right.
he's white, it would
He's
be the
been
same
around
thing.
for a
Right.
while.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's just like a young actor that, and I'm sure like everybody has gone through similar stories where it's
Mhm.
like you had like this moment when you're younger of like genius or whatever. Like
Mhm.
you had your spotlight and then you kind of fell off a little bit and you're like, oh, maybe this is not it. Maybe this is not like the thing for you. And then having that come back around full circle and you being like
Yes.
rewarded for it, it's like, okay, no, this is my life's purpose. I
Yeah.
just was tested or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess you can use also that as fuel too. It's like, hey, not that many people are in my spot. And what if I inspire someone who's exactly like me? Because maybe I don't hear their story
Yeah.
to strive for that because I'm striving for it too.
Yeah.
And similar experiences will make you shoot for that end goal, right?
Mhm.
So I totally think there's still room for all that improvement for inclusion and diversity because it's still young. It's still in its infancy, I feel like, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movement is definitely super young.
Yeah.
So-
It's so interesting because like obviously you feel like we've been or like that movement is like been there for so long, but I feel like it's always at a place where you can definitely push the pendulum forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in recent years they're definitely like swinging it like a lot more,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which is good. Which is
Yeah.
really good, I think.
Yeah. I think it's just destructive whenever you think of like one side or the other. It's like no, there should only be this or there should only be
Yeah,
this.
nothing's
Yeah.
black and white.
Yeah, nothing should. I think we've known now that everything is nuanced, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't put the same template on everything. You can't template match. You have to look at every experience as new, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for example, like when they casted for the Little Mermaid, when they casted like what's her name, Chloe Bailey.
Haley Berry, Haley Bailey.
Bailey.
Sorry, Haley
Haley?
Bailey.
Halle Bailey.
I hate
Halle Berry.
Honestly, her name is so close to Halle Berry
Yeah.
that I always mess it up. But I think it's Haley Bailey. Haley Bailey, I believe.
Haley Bailey.
But like
Yeah.
when she got casted, there were so many people like, oh, why? How come they casted her when
Yeah.
Ariel's supposed to be
Like a black Ariel.
white person? But if you think about it, like mermaids don't exist anyway.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
exists in general.
So
Yeah.
does it really matter
Yeah.
what race she is?
Yeah, but at the same vein, like I totally see it in someone who's like a redhead, right? Because Ariel's a redhead,
Right.
and yes, there are movies with the redheads, but it's like, oh, I don't really see that many redheads too. So it's like that's a double-edged sword,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because people still want to see a redhead thrive in that, and I think there's a redhead out there that could have definitely killed that role, but I think Haley definitely killed it too.
Yeah.
So I think overall, if you're inspired by Haley's performance, still look at that in that perspective, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But again, I'm not the measurement. I'm not saying that's the rule. I'm still learning. My opinion on that can definitely change. I think everyone has their own opinion and point of view. And if you have a different point of view, fucking put it in the comments, man. Let's talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah.
the Angelo
wants to talk to
special.
you.
Put in the
The
comments.
put up my opinion and then be like, yeah, but you have your own opinion. Put down in the comments.
Yeah.
Because honestly, there's space for everyone's opinion, man.
Yeah,
I love
everyone.
that.
It is humanity is a beautiful tapestry of like opinions,
Yeah.
thoughts, and everything. So.
Bow, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Damn, love that, man.
Yeah.
Should get into our last segment of the day.
Yeah, let's do it.
Bar confessions.
Ooh.
These are my
These are my bar
confessions.
My chick on the side says she got one on the way. These are bar confessions.
Yes, sir.
These are bar confessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you know,
Yeah.
this is a segment where we pull a random thread from somewhere on the internet and we just give our 2 cents on it.
Yes, sir.
And the
Shit, I'm excited for
and the
this.
thread or the prompt is actually coming from TikTok this time.
Okay, let's get it.
I love TikTok.
And there's a song. But the prompts on this TikTok, it just says, open discussion. What's ruining most relationships nowadays?
Ooh.
So I'll go into the comments Or how about this? How about this? Let's
You wanna
give it.
put
Everybody,
your-
give her your thoughts of what you think is ruining most relationships nowadays.
Because men can't find the clit.
That damn clear can't find it.
Goddamn
Clitoris.
I'm starting to think that shit not real.
That clitoris is
I'm starting to think that's a myth by women.
That's with my wheel.
They be lying to us.
All right,
Cheers, guys.
let's get
Cheers,
it, man.
guys.
Cheers.
I miss my mouth.
Yeah. So how about this? Everybody, give one thing that you think is ruining relationships nowadays, and then I'll go into the comments and I'll read what people are saying.
Yeah. I feel like I'm thinking about way too many right now. I think there's so many.
Give us your best one.
Um,
Best take.
okay.
I have 0. So maybe give me a take.
The take I have is the concept of building. Okay.
Whoa.
And think about this.
Yeah.
Would you rather have a Lego set given to you, or would you rather build it? A lot of people will probably think I'd rather build it because it's like, oh, it's more sentimental. I actually have something I've built towards, and now I see it. Like I put that effort towards it. I feel like a lot of relationships nowadays, they want to find a partner that is perfect already. So if you think about maybe your parents or your grandparents or someone that's older and they've been together for, let's say, 30, 40 years, right? Oh my gosh, that's such a milestone.
Yeah.
If you ask them like, oh, how was their relationships? Even your parents are probably like, oh man, I went through hell with like my partner. But you know what? We've came through and we've been at endgame and realized together was always the best way to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of partners nowadays, they go through that turmoil. Okay, sorry, I don't want to use a generalized statement. A lot of partners, not all partners, go through that turmoil and they say, you know what? I don't want to handle that. I just want to find someone who's already been through that and then we can build there.
Yes.
Dude, you're denying yourself from the beauty at the very end, at that finish line. If you've seen someone go through it, you yourself, you're not perfect too. Let's be honest, no one's perfect. You can think you yourself as perfect, but you have to give that space for your partner to grow and find that and grow, because there's always going to be struggles in your relationship. And if you end too early, you're denying yourself from that beauty from what could be at that finish line when you guys go through that together. Yes, there are certain things that if you see your partner go through, like cheating, etc., that's like, cut that person off. That's someone who doesn't respect you.
Yeah.
But if there's things that they're going through, if you're give them that space, I think if you build together, that's that beauty in it, right?
No, for sure. I agree
Yeah.
with that. 100%.
Mine was like that. I was gonna say that one as well. But another one is that a lot of relationships now give up really easily. Like when times get rough, it's easier to say I'm done to actually go forward with the relationship and actually try to resolve, because I guess now I feel like a lot of people find it harder to resolve conflict or just go through conflict. Like just, I don't know, telling your feelings. Like I feel like a lot of people can't understand or grasp or just they can't understand their partner. And like, I don't know, it's the whole process of building, right? Once you build, you can understand. But if you kind of skip through that part and just want someone that's already built their house, you're not going to get there, right?
Yeah.
That's what I always believed in. Like I always want to like grow, and the whole process of growth and everything, go through the fucking tough
Through
and
thick and thin.
thick and
everything.
thin.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Like it doesn't matter how fucking amazing they are when I first see you.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have fucking hardship in this
Mhm.
relationship. And if we get past it, boom, you know what? My heart grows fonder for you,
Yeah.
you know?
I heard that the way you see your parents' love is how you view love itself.
Yes.
That's a big concept, actually. That's a huge concept.
Do you think like that like view you have is from how you view your parents
100%.
like love each other?
Yeah. Cause I, like very young age, like I knew that my parents weren't like, you know, always on the same like path through life, and, you know, arguments in the house, like all that sort of thing. That was always a thing in like my childhood. And I saw that. But then going to now, like understanding it now, seeing my parents' evolution of love for each other has grown significantly. And it made me admire the fact of, or the process of growth and just being there when times gets rough. So that's why for me, if I get into a relationship, I would want to just try my best, you know, to keep that. But I do agree with that a lot. Like your parents are the first people that you see love from. And yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, you gotta break that silence.
Everyone's like,
no. Honestly, that was pretty deep. I feel like I really had to resonate and sit with that.
I was chewing on that for a bit.
Yeah, I needed to chew on that 100%. Because when shit's hard, it's fight or flight.
Yeah.
Like that's a natural
Are
response.
you willing to stay, or are you just gonna run?
Yeah, and then I love that like whole quote. It's like, bro, if you're a lover, you have to be a fighter.
Yeah.
I
Right?
definitely agree. Like there's no like either or. Like you kind of have to be both.
Yeah, if you, dude, fuck, like I remember there's this one thing that Keanu Reeves said. It's like, if you're not a fighter, it's like, what kind of love do you have? And it's like, man, that's so true.
Yeah,
like
you don't fight for the love that you have. You know?
what love do you got, right?
Yeah.
So true. Like
It is.
yeah, man.
Quoting Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, like see your partner grow.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, they're gonna see you grow. Don't you want that same space?
Exactly.
Right? Fuck, you're gonna fuck up. Don't you want your partner to fucking give you that room to grow?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're not perfect. I know your partner's not perfect.
Yeah, I think like conflict and arguments are inevitable in any relationship.
Yeah.
It's just how you deal with it.
Conflict resolution.
That'll determine like how far your relationship will go.
Yeah.
You know, if you're always going through conflict and it's getting pushed under the rug and being dismissed, that's probably not a healthy way to go by it. But if you're going through conflict and you're trying to understand each other while going through it and obviously trying to move past it, then obviously your relationship's going to grow even stronger after that point. Like you'll love each other even more after that.
100%.
Yeah. Like, the love definitely grows strong.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like a. I
feel like.
Sorry, it's the alcohol. I turn younger when I drink. No, but I always feel like the arts of conflict resolution is kind of lost just because things like ghosting is so prevalent now in like the dating scene. It's never like, I feel like if a relationship or whatever, a situationship doesn't work for you, it's a lot easier to just fucking dip out, right? And like I'm not gonna fucking roast you on it. I'm pretty sure it's something that everyone has done at this point in time in like society. It's just like it's convenient and it's like there and it saves you a lot of hard conversations and heartache. But I think because ghosting has become like a strong part of the dating scene in Vancouver, I'm not gonna say for everywhere else, but in Vancouver, because it's easier to ghost, you lose that like ability and like you're not training that ability to like talk to someone and like really figure out why this like relationship isn't working, you know? And I think that ending a relationship and like having that talk is part of the growth of being able to communicate your feelings and like have that and open and create that space for your partner to like, you know, conflict resolution, you know? And if you're lucky enough to find a partner that is able to do that for you, like when you try to like pull away or you're avoidant and they bring you back and like, hey, like I just want to have a conversation. I'm not fucking calling you out or anything. Literally just want to talk about this. Then consider yourself lucky. Those are like one of a kind.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that just the way that we're trained, it's almost like we're getting like factory trained in the way of like relationships, you know? If you're not with like that special one, it's like you're getting trained to not be able to talk to you about your feelings. You know what I'm saying? The ghosting, you're losing out on all that. Like think about it, when you ghost someone, you're losing like literally like 10 levels of real heart-to-heart conversation, even if it doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying? Even if it doesn't work out, you're losing out on the human aspect of figuring out how to be in a relationship with someone.
Yeah.
With anyone.
Yeah.
100%.
That is so holy. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that actually. That's such a true point.
Because it's so easy. It's like literally just like an afterthought. It's like, like he got a small dick. I'm just gonna like I'm gonna ghost this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, she said something weird to me. I'm just gonna like, but there's a conversation here. It's like, oh, why does that bother you?
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's
Like,
a little like
is there something
it's like a little bit introspection
yeah.
at the same time. Like
Yeah.
you're figuring out like if they did something and you're just gonna pull away, like if you have the conversation, you're gonna figure out something about yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
so exactly.
For
Even
why-
if it doesn't work,
Yeah.
you're still gonna evolve
Understand it.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Because I feel like, hey, what if, let's say, ideal situation, you're with a perfect partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have stuff to work on. And let's say a fight happens because it's something that you did.
Mm.
And you didn't go through that work to say, how can I go through that conflict resolution? Now that partner has grounds to break up with you, but you don't want that.
Right.
So that's why you have to go through that. Like, if you haven't been through those steps, don't expect for you that when you're there, you'll be ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go through that temperament. So what
Yeah,
Andrew
yeah.
said was so fucking perfect. Like, you have to be able to go through that no matter what relationship it is and see it through it. And maybe, like, let's say if you go through the conflict resolution and that partner still repeats the same thing, at least you know you've been through that thick to be able to say, you know what, okay, this relationship's not what I want. Like, this person's clearly going through the same behaviors. But if you see that both you and this person is going through it, like, oh, fuck, man. Like, stick with that person. You guys are willing to go through that thick and thin, bro. 5-10 years, that might seem long, but that'll be the most beautiful thing you've ever experienced in your life. And you'll never have any regrets about that.
Yeah. 100%.
I agree with that 100%. Just finding yourself within whatever you go through, like just the whole thick and thin.
Yeah.
Like you gotta put yourself in that position of vulnerability to really understand who you are and what you value in a relationship.
I think that segues into my like answer to that question, like what is rooting a relationship?
Ask you question real quick.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Say goodbye, Angelo.
Bye, guys. I'll be right back. I'm so sorry, y'all.
He really just, he's gonna break.
I'm so sorry. It's still there. It's still there.
He's gonna pee. Angelo in the bathroom. He's gotta go pee. He's gotta go pee. Let that wee wee out. He's about that pee. He's gonna see all the peas and eat all the peas. Healthy ass boy. Curls in his hair. Got a girl. Everything is fair. He got no motherfucking care in the world. He likes to dare you to listen to this pod every day. You already know I'ma say double L, Mar on the way. He's gonna catch his fucking fade away.
Damn, bars on deck,
bars
on
on
deck, brother.
If Double L makes an appearance, Tiny Big's got a feature. Tiny Big's got a feature, bro.
Yeah, we know. Dude, it's funny because like one of my favorite moments on our nights group chat is when we had that like
Everybody's
with the rap battle. Is so funny.
Tiny Bigs?
No,
I
it's like-
love your raps.
I forgot what this one Sunday we're all hanging out, or some of us were hanging out, and then I was picking up Marquise, and then I recorded myself like spitting a battle verse towards Marquise while I was picking up, and I sent it to the Knights chat, like our group chat, and he responded with like his own like 8 bar or 4 bars or whatever. And then Lloyd jumped in out of nowhere, and he recorded his own, and we sent it in a group chat, and then for like the next hour and a half, we fucking
Everybody
just
went-
It was like
We were
rap
battles.
battle.
We
It
were
was
rap battling
really good too.
on
They
our
were
gra- Yeah, it was,
It
so
was
good.
really good.
In our group chat, it was so funny. We should play it like anyways,
It was really good.
so good.
But yeah, getting into it.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Your
yeah.
answer to the question.
The answer to the question. Before Angelo went to pee, I think
I'm so sorry.
It was a good segue to like how, I think what's rooting relationships now is, oh, fuck, I forgot, dude.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man.
Wait, I actually can't remember. No, I lost it.
Oh no!
I lost it.
We're talking about building. You were talking about people that end too early.
Going
they're
through thick and thing.
Thick
Thick and thing.
and
Thick
thin.
and
Doing their
thin.
thing.
No, I don't remember.
Resolving conflict.
Conflict resolution. Nah, skip me for a second. I gotta like
Okay.
go back to it.
I think I don't know if it's like kind of the same. It kind of like piggybacks.
This guy's drunk, dude. He can't even talk anymore.
It kind
You
of
got it,
piggybacks
man.
off of what they were saying about building, and I think it's like having like unconditional love for somebody. Because I think nowadays people are dating just to date, like have another
status?
like have another, I don't know, have another body on them, or just have companionship. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't really mean anything that much, but like
Right.
I feel like when you get into a relationship and you find somebody that you want it to be more serious with, having that unconditional love for them, like to be able to build with them, to be able to go through thick and thin with them, I think is so important, because without that, like you're not going to be able to go through those things. Like you're just going to be like going through that relationship just to go through it. You know, it doesn't feel like there's depth, like with you actually loving this person. You know what I mean? Like you can love somebody for sure, but then it's like, I think if you just love somebody and it's not unconditional, it's just you're loving them for certain reasons, only those reasons. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you want it to be more serious, if you're in a serious relationship, I feel that unconditional love, loving their flaws, loving them all, like as a whole, is very important. Because then the person you chose is not just going to be the perfect stuff that you love about them.
Mhm.
You know, they're going to come with all the stuff that you might not like all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, your partner's gonna have a bad day.
Yeah.
It's like you're not gonna love them on the bad day.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like think about what you're gonna say to them on the wedding day, because you're gonna be like, "Oh, through thick and thin." Bro, if you're not already going through thick and thin before the relationship, don't say yes to marriage, right?
Yeah.
Because at that point, thick and thin is gonna happen 10 times worse.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can go through it pre-marriage, marriage is gonna be a cakewalk.
Yeah.
It's because you know your foundation's good, right?
Yeah.
You never want to go through it while you're in that marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I do agree with that 100%.
You know what's crazy? So I was with someone that told me that they didn't love me unconditionally.
Whoa.
And that really like stung me really hard.
Who doesn't love my boy?
I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm so
No,
sorry to hear that,
and
bro.
It's crazy because we did have like an argument. And I think my argument was that like, you know what, like, yes, I fucked up in like some aspects, but you know, I'm not perfect. But I hope that you still like care about me and love me unconditionally.
Yeah.
And you know, the response was that I don't think I can love you unconditionally right now. And it's just like, but we've been dating for this long.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can admit to me that you don't love me unconditionally makes me really think that I'm like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
Even though I try to like prosper, like, or try to go forward against it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But it's just like, it's such a kick in the face when you understand it. Like, even if they they don't say it, if you kind of have that like little trigger of like, wow, like maybe they don't love me kind of thing.
Especially when you're being vulnerable or
Yeah.
not being at your best.
Yeah.
Like, and they're not fully there for you, like, or just not trying to understand like why you are
Yeah.
acting that way, like right now. Like, yeah, it could be something bad, but despite all that,
Mhm.
you know, like you still love them.
Yeah.
And maybe it's like one mistake or something like that. I still feel like you should love
Mhm.
them unconditionally, just because despite this one hiccup in your relationship, you still love, like, regardless of that thing, you still love them,
Yeah.
right? So unless that hiccup was really, really bad,
Really bad. Yeah.
then, you know,
And they can understand.
Yeah.
100% you can understand. Even like if I was like in their shoes, like I would understand 100%. But that's just me, you know.
Honestly,
Have you guys heard the 80-20 rule?
I've not heard that.
The 80-20 rule?
What is that?
I think it's like it's like the concept that no one in the relationship is going to be 100% giving 100% to the relationship all the time. And when you talk, which I just thought about because you're talking
Yeah.
about how like, oh, like you don't love me unconditionally, or like unconditional love, like that topic of things. It's like some days it's going to be a little bit harder to give 100% of your love into a relationship.
Right.
But that's where hopefully your partner picks up the slack and gives that extra percentage so that the your relationship still stays at 100%. So it's like, oh, I feel like I'm feeling really down, like work is getting at me, whatever, it's like bring you down. I feel like I can only give like 20-30% right now into this relationship. And that's where the partner comes in and they're like, you know what, that's okay. I feel like I'm in a good place right now. I can pick up that slack. I'll give you the 70%, the 80% that you need to bring this back to 100%. And then I hope that, you know, when that partner is down and they can only give 20% and the roles reverse, they'll give the 80%. You know what I'm saying? So it's like not so much like unconditional love. It's like we're both working together to bring this. If the relationship is a third entity, bring it to 100% every time by giving and taking, depending on where you're. Because no one's ever going to be 100% all the time. Like I think that's kind of unnatural to ask someone to be like, can you give me 100% of your love all time, 24/7, every day? No. Like there's be some days where you fucking feel like shit and you just want to do like 20%. Like, I can barely like drag my feet out of bed right now. You know what I'm saying? But that marks like a good relationship where you can pick up that slack and bring it over so that you're not losing the overall love and you're able to recognize that they're picking up the slack today, but tomorrow I can do the same if they feel like they can't drag their butt out of bed. Whatever.
You know, I want to add a little bit on top of that. I feel like you should also be understanding that 100% can move. And this is what I mean by that. Let's say both of you had a shitty fucking experience. Maybe both of you had like deaths in the family or whatever the case being.
20. Yeah.
As long as you both are giving 100% as you can in that moment, and maybe the 100% is just like 50%, but both of you guys are trying to meet at that, that's also 100% at that point.
The cap like threshold will.
If you still understand that what you both want is 100%, then that's what matters.
Yeah. If I see this person still trying to give and this person can't give that much, but they're still giving, I'm going to recognize that that's an effort, you know? So yes, that is so true. And understand where you're at, understand where your partner's at too. And if that threshold you guys know is going to be a little bit lower on these lower days, that's so important. And honestly, Lloyd, I'm so sorry that you fucking had that experience, bro. That shit fucking sucks. But know that isn't a reflection of you. I know you said like, oh, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Dude, that's not on you too. That's that trauma or whatever that person went through that they 100%. Can't be able to love unconditionally.
100%.
Yeah, because no matter what, you could have done perfect in that relationship, or you could have done perfect in trying to reconcile, but that person would have not been able to still find that other side to be able to love you unconditionally no matter what.
But my thing also is like the communication. Like if you're telling me, you know what, like I'm only like, I can't really give this right now. You can't expect me to just understand that like you're feeling down or something happened if you don't tell me, right? Like I may think that I'm like trying to pick everything up, but we're still at like a 70. You know what I mean? But so let me know, let it be known that, okay, I got you. I'll do whatever it takes to be at that 100. But if you don't tell me, I'm going to maybe be at like a 60. Who knows? Right.
Right.
So as long as you communicate that feeling towards whatever you're feeling, and you let me know, I'm gonna try my best. That's all I can ask for is just for you to communicate and let me know. You know, no one's a fucking mind reader at the end of the day.
No.
Like, you're not a mind reader, and I can't like carry you all the way every fucking day as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
I want you to pick up your stuff and, like, you know what? I believe in you. I'm proud of you. Like, I will be your support 100%. I want to see you try at least.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's
I
all
feel
I can
like
ask for.
the only time that people can expect the other person to be a mind reader is if you've already told them something one or a few times and there's no change. Like then that's when it's like you can be like, okay, I've already told you, or you've already told me what you want, then I can't keep asking you to tell me what you want because you've already told me like multiple times before.
I agree, but at the same time it'd be nice. So,
Yeah.
Like, I still appreciate you for telling me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I know that, like, you don't like this thing. Maybe I'm just like oblivious to it. But like, a little communication won't hurt anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just working on your relationship at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So
It's like, hey, I'm still feeling this or X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Overall, honestly, all relationships are so nuanced. I feel like if I could only ever tell someone some bit of advice would only be, don't expect behaviors from your current partner to be exhibited by your previous partners. Oh, sorry. Let me rephrase that. Don't expect your previous partner's behaviors to be exhibited in your current partner.
Yes. 100%.
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. Because I feel like if you put them in that box and then you jab them or something, or you say these things, these worries, like, it's just tough.
Yeah,
honestly,
you're a new person.
Yeah,
right?
it's a new person. It's a new experience. Yeah. Also, you have your own trauma too, or their own trauma that you're working through. One thing that at least really helped me with any problem I was going through was, of course, I talked to my friends, but honestly, the internet's so vast, bro. I looked up relationship advice on internet too, man. It's actually a great resource. One of the things that really helped me was this one couple. They're both really high-end relationship advice, but they were also like high-end psychologists, this and that. But they were saying one of the things that really helps you empathize is if you ask what your partner's upbringing and their previous experiences were. So let's say if they went through like a lot of trauma, right? And you recognize that and they're responding in this way with the current situation you guys are at, you're like, okay, you know what? I know why my partner's was responding like that because they went through this, right? And I feel like that really put a lot of perspective in my mind if I really try to empathize with my partner with their upbringing, their experiences. Yeah. If you guys look that up, man, find your own little niche, find your own little person that you can find advice from, follow that. Look through other resources too, like being in your own mind and stuck in your own ways. Like you're not gonna be able to think things through properly. To find things that'll be able to like give you more perspective is so key.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Behind the bar, giving you the best relationship advice you've ever heard.
Always.
Wow.
Did you remember it, Drew?
Yeah, I did remember it. Okay. So my answer to that question is, I think there's this like weird pretense that if you're in a relationship, you can't still be an individual. And what I mean by that is like, I think a lot of breakups happen because they feel that they need to separate from the person in order to grow. Like, oh, I need my independence in order to pursue these things that I want in life or whatever. But I think that concept is whack as fuck.
100%.
Whack as fuck.
Whack as
Why
fuck.
can't you grow in the relationship?
Yeah.
Exactly. I
It's
think
whack as
that
fuck.
like a proper, again, and this all comes to communication, but a proper relationship should push the idea that you want to grow as individuals together. It's like a really cliche concept, but it's totally true. And I think it's something that's lost upon a lot of people. It's, if you're trying to grow in one area, why must you have to separate from this other person in order to pursue it. You can tell the other person like, hey, I want to do this in order to grow in this area. Who knows? Maybe they'll want to come along with you on the journey. Like, say you just want to like work out a little bit and get more fit. Like, why do people have to like start gymming after the breakup? That makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? You can also start that journey together in the relationship. You know, maybe help inspire each other to keep going and help hold each other accountable. I think that is like a partnership for real, like a partnership in the truest terms, in like holding each other accountable for those growth segments, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like being real with yourself is also pretty key, because relationships will have compromise.
100%.
So if you're unwilling to compromise, that means you're not ready to be in a relationship too. Because it works both ways, right?
Can't just be selfish. Like, ask them for everything that you want.
Yeah. It's like, I want you to not see me for 6 months. I'm going to do this. You have to be okay with that. Yeah. It's like,
just demands.
Your partner is not your business partner.
No.
Right? Like, they would need something from you too. So if you're unwilling to compromise, that's okay. But you have to be okay with also understanding your own position. That you can't just be like, I want my partner to do this, and this should be law.
Yeah.
Like,
I get that. Because like, even like, wouldn't you want the support? You know what I mean? Like, that's why I want it with you, because I know that I have this safe space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have the safe space to do what I can. Like, if I fail or not, I know that like I got this person on my back.
Yeah.
And that just gives you the comfort and the reassurance that, you know what, everything's going to be okay. Whether or not you fail or you strive, you got that person on your back to be like, you know what, boom. At least I had the confidence to fucking try it.
Yeah.
And try to do what I want to do and grow. So, but I don't know. Like, it's a lot of people are very small-minded in that sense sometimes. And I can tell that.
agreed.
I agree.
What about the people in the comments?
All right. We're going to read these comments now.
Let's see if we agree.
Oh, damn. You have to read the comments too?
Well, we're just going to see what other people are responding to in this prompt. So again, the prompt is, what's ruining most relationships nowadays? Somebody says micro cheating, refusal of communication, and disregard of other person's emotions.
I feel like that's just like, people get too jealous when they're dating. When they're dating around and trying to figure out things.
Like the whole actual dating phase.
Yeah. They just assume.
I do agree with micro cheating in a way. Like, come on, like, bro, if there's a girl that's interested in you, and she's coming up and talking to you, and you're entertaining that relationship, although you guys might not like bed each other, if you're like flirting, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's still
like, that's crossing a fucking line. Like, this is my problem with a lot of that. Like, dude, it's 2024. I know we say that all the time, but there's thruples, there's open relationships, there's polyamory. If you want that, be that.
Yeah.
But don't say I'm monogamous and do some sneak shit.
Yeah.
Like, if you want multiple partners, why don't you just try to explore being polyamorous? And if you know that shit is fucked up, like you see your partner being polyamorous, you don't like that, oh, I want a monogamous relationship, then be monogamous.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hold yourself to that standard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys agree with that?
Yes. I definitely agree with that. Yeah. Someone else says, no communication, micro cheating again, and just no sense of real feelings anymore.
What is micro cheating? So I know you kind of touched on it. I have no idea what micro cheating is.
I feel like there's so many different examples, but what example is the one I said?
Entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment.
Entertaining somebody.
Like anything that's non-physical, but you know it's crossing a line if that partner heard. You know what I mean?
I see.
Is that just like emotional cheating?
Yeah, emotional cheating is a way too.
So it's like micro emotional.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. That would make sense.
Even like, let's say if a girl comes up to you and you're like, "Oh my god, Andrew, you're the fucking
They're flirting
best
with you, but you give
choreographer
it
ever."
just a little bit
And
of
then you
attention.
said,
Yeah,
you even continued the conversation.
Yeah.
Or you just talking to a girl that really likes you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though you don't have interest, it's just like you're talking to them while you're in a relationship. It's just like a little bit of a micro cheating.
Yeah.
Someone else says lack of communication, addiction, telling others your stuff, lack of trust, high expectations, different mindset and goals, egos, influence from others, lack of boundaries, and avoiding attachment.
Do you think talking to your friends about like your relationship is like a good thing?
Yes.
That's a good thing.
But that's why there's a line there.
It
There
depends
is.
there.
There
Let's
is.
say if you're talking about you're like, oh dude, my girl did this on me last night. That was a fucking bad. Okay, that's dude like
Wait, what?
Like, what?
because okay. This is what I mean by talking to your friends about your relationship.
Right.
If you're like, oh my girl's like the best at like blah, blah, dude, shut the fuck up, man. Like keep that between you and your girl. Okay, that's too much. Yeah, it's like I'm not trying to know what your girl does to you, bro.
Yeah.
But if let's say like
I would not want to know.
yeah, it's like, oh, like, honestly, guys, like, I've been going through this or like something like this with my girlfriend. Like, I kind of want your guys' help. Like, what should I do? I think that's fine.
I think that's fine too. I think
It's vital.
Yeah,
I feel like it's vital to have a support system
Yeah.
outside of your
Yeah.
girlfriend.
I think especially, I think first, like, do what you can to communicate with your partner and like resolve that conflict or whatever it is, like with them, like talk to them first. But if you're seeking like other perspective, then of course, like if you have a strong support system, then you're gonna want to ask your friends what their opinions are. So
Because your friends are meant to be a way to vent too. Like
Yeah.
even if you don't want perspective, if you just want to just vent,
Yeah, just
dude,
rant it
those are your friends too, man.
Yeah.
Like fuck it.
Well, yeah, what are your friends for?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Someone says lack of effort, no dates, no letters, no little things.
Ooh.
I feel like that comes for a lot of older relationships. Like let's say if you're a couple years in and you're like, you know what, I already have this person secured.
Yeah, you kind of stop
get
dating
comfortable.
them.
Yeah. I feel like comfortability it can be really bad, but it's worse if you just fucking end things and you're like, you know, you've been comfortable by.
Yeah.
Like I think it's important to also keep like that's why communication is so key. Like, hey, I've been noticing like you've been so swamped with work and you haven't been really focusing on us. And if you empathize, like, okay, I get this person's doing this. Let's have a goal. Let's have an action towards it. Right? Like, it's not bad to have a plan. Like, fuck, man, this relationship is so new to you and me. Like, or this is 7-8 years in. Let's have a plan. Like, why not, man? It's
Otherwise,
not.
you just throw away the 8 years.
Yeah, isn't it? I think it's kind of romantic too if you guys are willing to work through things when you guys are both ready in a sense too, right?
I agree. Someone else says too much contact. Our grandparents didn't have the expectation of texting 24/7, being undelivered, location stalking, etc. Distance and independence is good.
I do agree. There's a heart can definitely make the heart. Sorry, distance can make
Heart can make the heart go hard.
I'm getting fucking drunk. Heart can make the heart go hard.
I fuck with that one a lot because
Yeah.
I think that there'll be some days where it's like such a common thing. Like people joke about it all the time. Where, like you text 24/7,
Yeah.
call 24/7, and then you guys meet right before texting 24/7. It's like don't really have much to
Let's
talk
talk about.
Yeah.
Like I think it's okay to have a little bit of time and space separation to enjoy the day, whatever, do what you need to do, and then come back together and do like a little
Like
like
recap.
Evaluation.
updates.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like romantic, and that's the time to bond. And
Yeah.
like the way I tell that story personally through my voice is different from when I text you
Right.
in
Yeah.
that moment, right? Because then if you separate that idea of like, oh, texting every day and then coming to meet and you just kind of eat or whatever in silence,
Yeah.
like, hey, that's it
'Cause, like,
feels
you already
mundane.
knew-
It
you
feels
already knew.
comfortable. Like that's
Yeah.
what it is. You feel a little mundane and comfortable. But if you like wait and you're like, okay, I'm gonna see her. I'm gonna see her at 8 o'clock today. Oh my god, like I have so much to tell her. I can't wait to tell her. How am I gonna tell her? And then now you're thinking about how to present this to her.
Yeah.
And then that
Yeah.
makes this whole like say you're just having dinner at 8. Makes the whole dinner so much more like exciting and like
And
you know,
romantic.
romantic.
Yeah.
Something to
Now-
look forward
now-
to.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Just eating and shit.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
love that. I feel like
Yeah.
codependency all the time is actually really bad.
Yeah.
But obviously, there's that ebb and flow relationship. Maybe your girl's like fuck, it's like your wife is giving birth, bro. Your wife's gonna be
Hey, that's
fucking
pretty
codependent.
You're gonna wait till dinner to talk about her.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
It's like
don't text me right now. I'm
Yeah.
saving up my story.
please
You
don't
know
let
what I
me
mean?
know.
Yeah, it's like during those moments, man, be with your partner as fucking in depth as possible.
Herbs
Sorry.
is coming out.
Herbs is coming out.
But if you realize like fuck, I'm being codependent all the time, or if my partner's being codependent all the time,
Yeah.
have that talk. Honestly, yeah.
For sure.
I agree with that.
Okay, one last one. Someone said, people being so driven by physical attraction instead of getting to know someone's heart. And people not realizing that their personal insecurities reflect their perception of their relationship.
Dude, I hate, okay, to this point, I hate when people are like, I'm dating this person because they're aesthetic. Bro, what the fuck?
match
That's the
aesthetic?
weakest
That's
shit
crazy.
I've ever heard in
I've
my
heard that
life.
so many times. I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
What do you even like about them?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, yeah, we both wear Margielas. Yo, man, that's the fucking weakest shit I've ever heard in my life, man. Okay, maybe
What
if you guys
Margielas
have
are.
this interest in clothing and maybe it goes a little bit deeper, blah, 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 blah. But if it's only for looks, like you guys are only good on photos and then later on you guys fight all the fucking time, it's a worse relationship, you guys don't
Yeah.
see eye to eye, this and that. Like, yo, man, like, bro,
What's the point?
you're in a relationship for other people,
Yeah.
not for yourself. Think about yourself for once, man. Like, fuck.
Being in a relationship. Ooh,
my God.
bless. Damn, the cough is killing him for real. Yeah, being in a
Okay.
relationship for other people doesn't work.
No.
That does not work. Ever.
Like, have you guys ever had people like ship you and somebody else?
Yeah.
and then you
they-
kind of just like go
They
with.
see you look good with this person.
Yeah.
While you're with someone?
No, like you're single, and they're like,
Oh.
oh, like you and this person would look cute
Oh,
together.
would look good. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like it's like that, and then you're just together.
And
for
you
the
ever
sake-
try it out and it's just like, yeah.
Like
Hell
nah.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Hell nah.
Nah, I feel that.
Yeah, people are so nuanced. Yes, you can be attracted to someone because they might be cute or whatever, you match aesthetics. But don't let that be the reason why you're dating someone. Fuck, man. You're going to waste so much of
Yeah.
your time
Yeah, actually.
for
Like,
no reason.
I've always said like, yeah, like attraction is, or like physical attraction is going to be always the first thing that you look at,
Yeah.
but don't let that be the whole thing that
Stay.
you stay for.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like they can be a fucking supermodel, but if you're whack, you're whack. I'm
She doesn't
sorry.
know math?
Yeah. What?
I was like, she doesn't know math? Supermodel doesn't know math.
Oh. I mean, I don't know math either, so
Why would you say that,
I
bro?
don't know. Like,
but yeah, like you know. Yeah.
There's no English either.
No
math, no
No
Yes.
English, no math. That's funny.
yeah, and that was all.
Cool.
A lot of the comments were just saying micro cheating, lack of communication.
Why is micro cheating
Yeah.
such a? I don't even know what I was
It's like
saying.
that's like
No,
obvious thing.
It could that could be as simple as like so like having a wandering eye. Have you seen that?
Dude,
You heard about
yes.
that?
Like-
I
crazy eyes, crazy.
no, dude. I swear because of
you see
the new gen, because everything is so like now and like ADHD. I hate to use that as the term. I'm sorry. That's pretty insensitive term. I could have used something else, but I think
Yeah.
a lot of it. But like, yeah, micro cheating. Like, fuck, man. You see all these other beautiful people online. You may want to be interested in them, but like, yeah, that shit's not the way.
Yeah.
I think one thing I want to add too is actually being interested in your partner's like their hobbies
Oh,
and like what they're into. Like if you notice your partner's not like accepting of what you're into, because what you're into is part of who you are, right? Like let's say if you're a dancer, like for us,
Yeah.
and your partners are like, I don't want to hear about like all this shit about dance and all that. Like be attentive to that. Because that's who you are, and that's a part of who you are.
Yep.
Your partner should be invested in all of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
It might take some time, but if they're consistently shoving that under the rug, that's something to be aware about, right?
Yeah. Like imagine if they didn't like you collecting Pokemon cards.
what the fuck?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
These are
dude,
investments.
okay, I'm not into collecting Pokemon cards, but if I got a shiny Charizard, I'd be gassed.
Yeah.
And if I went over, I'd be like, yo, Jill, I found a shiny Pokemon. And if she was like, I don't care, I would actually be so sad, man.
Squishing that excitement.
They should
Yeah,
love that
yeah.
hype for you.
Yeah.
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 Just a support. It's just support.
Yeah, more of the story.
Just support.
Support, communication, and
Moral of the
love.
story: buy a booster box and send it over to my address.
just for you. Just right. Not even the boyfriends out there or
I'll
the
be
girlfriends
excited.
out there.
For you.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But this has been Behind the Bar.
Behind BTB.
Yeah.
This has been season 2.
season
this is
2.
Oh,
Oh
season
yeah,
two.
we're ending off season 2.
Ending it off. So
With 2 handsome men.
Well, what a great way to end season 2,
Yeah.
guys.
I really
Great way.
appreciate you guys, man. We really appreciate you guys for coming out, just watching as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And this has been season 12.
Season 12?
Season 12, episode 12. This has been episode 12, season 2, season 1. Season 2. What am I saying? Okay, rewind. Thank you so much, y'all, for tuning in. This is episode 12, season finale. You already know what's up.
Hey yo.
Yo, we appreciate you guys for watching, coming on this wave of love. So, this is your bartender, Lloyd.
This has been Mar.
This is Drew.
This is Angelo.
Make sure you subscribe,
Yes,
hit
sir.
a like,
Mm.
comment down below,
Wow.
follow us on everything TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, all that shit. And we'll be taking a little break. You won't see any episodes for a while, but we already got season 3 in the works.
Yes. We got plans.
We got plans for season 3.
We got plans.
Bigger and better things coming.
Yes,
So-
sir.
Make sure you guys follow if you want to tune into all that stuff.
Any last words from our guests?
Is the best alcoholic podcast out there. Because the other one got canceled.
Oh, shit.
So just letting you know, this is the best
Yeah.
one.
Come over here.
Runner up. We're handsome. We're dark. And we got good takes.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, we
yeah,
do.
man. We got good takes.
What about you? You got something
I
to say?
love these guys, honestly. Please, like, if you got sponsors, if you got people that want to sponsor this podcast, hit them up. Like, everything's by word of mouth, man.
Much love. Grr.
Much love.
And we're going to end it off with our last shot of the night.
One last shot.
Hey.
Last shot.
Let's go, baby.
Oh my God.
Cheers.
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 Ooh.
Peace, y'all.
Peace out, everybody.
Woohoo.